gonna tell you a secret. There are places in our world where fiction and dreams can come true, powered by the dark energies leaking from beyond. These places are a battlefield in a war between the powers of light and darkness. I'm Alan Wake, a writer, a creator. I know the rules of the game. My specialty is fiction that can change the world. Words of power that can bend reality to my will.
Oh, it's you.
Something horrible is coming. He's called Mr. Scratch. He's after my wife, Alice.
Do you know the real difference between us?
I'm not afraid to be the center of attention.
I can't return to the real world. I've tried, but I'm operating on dream logic, forcing the door open a crack so I can slip through. Fiction wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. Under these peculiar, exceptional circumstances, any story, any urban legend, any lie can come true.
Go. So start new. And go. And freeze. And break. And take 2. So story mode. Start a new story. There we go. Here we go. It's working now.
The man before you is a champion of light. He is part of a conflict between darkness and light that is both ancient and eternal. He is chasing a dangerous quarry, the Herald of Darkness. His evil doppelganger, known only as Mr. Scratch.
I'll catch you eventually! Maybe. But what are you gonna do then? By then, I'll have had my hands on everything you love.
So far, so good.
The man has been brutally spat out from the darkness that surrounds the shores of our reality. He has come to fight a decisive battle in Night Springs.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, so we have a health bar. Gonna run past this flashlight if I can speak. And so it begins. you shall pass. Alright, so the setup is very similar. I think, let me just check the screen real quick. So I don't think I'm covering anything. So got a slightly
It's gonna be like that
different
again, huh?
gun. Alright, so we got alright, so the ammo is a full clip. Just gonna check setup real quick. Yeah, I think it should be okay. So now I don't have to reload bullet by bullet.
In another life, the man was a writer. He still practices that art, forging weapons of war out of ideas. But the violent currents that brought him here
I broke
have
it.
scattered the pages he has written.
I wanted to ride the pony. But pony die.
My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer. I didn't become one overnight. Like most writers, I struggled with it. A short story here, an article there. Then I got lucky and spent a year as a staff writer on the Night Springs TV show. It wasn't the great American novel of my fantasies, but it taught me discipline and craft, and the difference between wanting to be a writer and actually writing.
It's actually interesting. I like the layout. Or you can be a writer like me and be like, and novel. Hence why it's taking so long to finish. Slash edit. Slash edit. And edit some more.
The lights of the motel promise safety. The man senses that the solution to his predicament begins there.
Alright, so everything seems the same.
Somewhere within the earth, space itself has been pierced, and from dark depths runs a steady flow of monsters. The man recognizes the hand of his evil double in this. He knows he must put an end to this madness.
Sometimes running away is the best option. Brightly lit areas can provide a safe haven from enemies. I
Can't stay here now.
I'll continue this way.
It's a little sad how many problems you can solve with buckshot.
I just wanted to search a little bit more. So this is the motel. I figure it will let me go further shortly. Save. I'd like to make a collect call. Oh, what's this? So unlock weapon crates by finding hidden manuscript pages and blast your enemies with serious firepower. Okay, so that's interesting. That's actually pretty neat. So we got, looks like the radio again. So it seems like it has a lot of the same stuff. Word is not coming to mind. Stuff. That's the correct word. It's locked. Different flashlight. Oh, manuscript. There we go. Too many legs. So I wonder, with handing in the manuscripts, like, I doubt that I'll lose them. It seems like his stamina is a lot better. Slash infinite. Because this is not real life anymore. Which means he can run forever, he can do as many pull-ups as he wants. Unlimited push-ups. Okay, so that looks like the third. So the manuscripts seem a lot brighter. Maybe. Yeah. As if it's a manuscript. So is everything kind of in this one area? So a new enemy is coyotes. Alright, so my thought is maybe it's just one big area? Like, I wonder if gameplay is going to be a little less linear. I'm just going to see how many... Alright, so there's plenty to collect. And then we can have a little story time. Because everybody loves story time. Slash, I love story time. Okay, so that one wasn't. Alright, I'm gonna check what's on TV.
Oh, hell. This isn't gonna be good.
Is this on? How can you tell? I'm sorry, I'm not very good with gadgets.
You turn your head.
That's more like it.
Good job, Mr. Writer.
I'll be right with you. I just gotta do this one thing. I like it quiet. I bet you're wondering why this is happening. Why am I doing all this? Why am I so hell-bent on ruining your life? You're cramping my style. You've got money, fame, everything you could want. But you don't know what to do with it. I do. I'm getting all the things you never had the balls to go for. Having more fun, too. Do you know the real difference between us? I'm not afraid to be the center of attention. This poor slob's just collateral damage, really. I mean, beat some information out of him earlier. But this part? This is just for kicks. So quiet.
Psycho. So what's scarier, the monsters or him? Yeah, so this seems a little bit more open. Alright.
Well, here you are, about to enjoy another cool Arizona night with me, Eddie Rodman, the host with the boast. Hey, any of you guys remember Old Gods of Asgard? Man, I actually saw them twice back in the 70s. I was just a kid then, but my dad worked at this club, and he'd sneak me in to see bands all the time, you know. Talk about an education. Anyway, great band, couple of great albums, solid fan base, and then they kind of dropped off the face of the earth. Well, now, almost 4 decades later, they're making a comeback. And let me tell you, these boys have seen a lot of road. There's some serious rock and roll veterans, because they weren't too young even back in the day. Well, now I've got Odin and Tor Anderson, 2 of the original Old Gods, in the studio with me, along with their manager, Barry Wheeler. Nice to have you guys here.
Oh, hey, great to be here, Eddie.
Yeah, hey. Hello! Now, boys, let me just come around and say this, all right? Spring chickens, you ain't. I mean, you guys, you make the Stones look young.
You're only as old as you feel.
Who you calling old? Now, your last album was 1978, In the Valley of My Shadow. And then you stopped playing altogether after that. Why? And what made you do a comeback after all this time?
Well, it was a sad thing. See, the original bass player for Old Gods, Fat Bob Balder, passed away in...
Leukemia! Bob had leukemia, poor bastard. Yeah, after that, we didn't feel like playing no more.
Long story short, I ran into these guys up in Washington, and it was obvious to me that they still got it. So I figured, hey, let's make some music, right? And they went for it.
Now, Barry, you were a literary agent before this, right?
Uh-huh.
And you were very successful. You represented Alan Wake, I believe, who disappeared under mysterious...
Yeah, that's... Hey, I just want to talk about Old Gods tonight. Is that cool? Can we do that?
Oh, yeah, sure. Listen, why don't we take a little break, and then later on in the program, we'll hear the new Old Gods single. Stay tuned, folks.
Well, at least Barry landed on his feet.
The real Barry, not the one in your head. It's actually funny with the older guys again. I don't know, the writing is really good.
Hello!
Escape. So investigate the garage. So I'm at the garage. So he still has trouble jumping over stuff. Like I'm sure. Alright, so.
I guess it's about time I went full auto.
It is. Okay, so it doesn't take away from the actual manuscripts. Anybody home? Hi. Mr. Somebody, Miss...
Hey, it's you.
Miss Somebody, Mrs. Somebody.
There. You remember me, right? Emma? Emma Sloan?
I think you might have something that belongs to me.
Really?
Typewritten page?
Oh, yeah, that's weird. I did find a page like that. I don't even know where it came from. It was all this weird stuff about the oil derrick and a satellite.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, I don't know how you knew I had it, but I guess it's yours. Listen, what's this all about? There are these really creepy guys hanging around the oil derricks. There's something really weird about them.
They're dangerous. I'm gonna deal with them. Try to stay out of their sight, okay? And stay in the light. They hate the light.
Okay. Oh.
Just to be clear, you should know that we haven't actually met before.
Sure we have, Mr. Wake. Remember you stayed at the motel here.
No, the guy you're talking about just looks like me, even if he uses my name. He's behind all this trouble.
Oh, I thought, now that you mention it, I guess your aura looks a lot nicer than his, actually. I'm very sensitive to things like that.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to find.
The things mentioned on that page? Well, there's a lot of old crap lying around this place.
Great, thanks.
I think you should be able to find everything, except the satellite, obviously. Are you gonna tell me what this is?
I don't think that'd go over too well.
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Fine. The page is a formula for rewriting reality. Either I use it to close a strange portal to a place that isn't in our world, or shadowy serial killer monster things keep pouring out of there.
Yeah, you were right the first time.
You can think what you want about me, but there's still bad guys around. Be careful.
Well, you might be nuts, but I've seen the way they move, the way they look. I'll buy that.
They're called Taken. They aren't really human. Not anymore.
And they're climbing out of the oil well? What, do they have secret headquarters down there, or...?
No, that's just where the point of connection is. It's a hole that leads to, well, it's a really nasty place. That's why I need to close it.
And the guy who looks like you opened it, because he was hanging around the oil field before.
He gets around, unfortunately. Thanks for helping me.
Oh, I wish I thought you were just a nutcase.
Actually, I kind of expected you to.
Me too. But I feel like this is how it's supposed to go. Isn't that weird?
Not really. I get that a lot in my line of work.
What do you do anyway?
I'm a writer.
Obviously.
What was that you said about my aura?
Oh, I'm very spiritual, you know. I can see auras, but I only use it for healing and helping people. I'm like a wise woman, you know? I give people insight and advice.
Look, just because I say crazy things doesn't mean I believe everything.
Don't be like that. Maybe you should take a few crystals with you if you're going out there. It might be dangerous. They soothe your energies and focus your mind. It's fantastic.
And they help me take out the bad guys?
Oh, well, no, not as such.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm...
Or I have some wonderfully potent herbal detox suppositories.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
And went from weird to really weird. Actually, when she was saying that, I'm like, oh, it's gonna have, you know, like the slow motion, guns blazing type
The champion
gameplay.
of light recognizes the page he got from the woman. It is a weapon of his own design, custom engineered to destroy the dark portal. If he recreates the conditions of the page, a great power will be unleashed.
Alright, so
At the oil derrick, the wheel had been jammed in place and turned until the oil gurgled and flowed thick and flammable. The warning lights were blinking in a fast rhythm, bright and steady, powered by the battery. The Kasabian CD was playing in the boombox, all distorted guitars and intense beat. High above, some piece of orbital junk or another collided with the satellite, knocking it radically off course. Trailing debris, it screamed down from the skies at an impossibly steep angle. All that high-tech engineering reduced to nothing more than a bullet that would destroy whatever it hit.
like I actually thought it was gonna be a list of things, not like an actual story in question. Yeah, I thought I saw something blinking in there. I don't know. Is there a way to, like, ram the door? Like, he's kicked open doors before, so I know you can. I'm gonna go to this one first, maybe? So, mini-map on the top left-hand corner of the screen shows your current objectives. Locations of ammo boxes and safe havens are also shown as icons. Blinking question marks indicate a hidden manuscript page nearby. Yeah, but how do I get into the spot? I get that it's a hidden one. So find the 3 items for rewriting reality.
Wait. Wait! Whoa!
Alright, I like the SMG. Alright, so I have the valve.
That's one thing down.
Like, are there other things that can attack me? Like, that sounded like a rattlesnake. And you can hear, like, coyotes and stuff. Even though it's the same game, I like the semi-different feel of it. So, checkpoint reached. So I still have to find that one page, like the, well, second page.
Itself in two to avoid the hated light. It becomes weaker, but more numerous. Such is the arithmetic of horror.
What? Those are new. Alright, that's actually kind of sweet.
That was just messed up.
Or messed up. Sweet, messed up, same. Same, right?
That's 2.
CD.
Just one more to go.
Like, is there a way to look at the map as like a whole? But I don't think there is. Because it said it marks pages and everything. Okay, so this is healing.
That's everything.
The man has found the battery, but it is empty. It will need to be recharged.
Found the battery. Empty batteries. It's a nightmare. An American nightmare. Oh, right. Can you recharge this?
I need this battery charged.
No problem.
Your dad just wrenched.
Here you go.
Thanks. Listen, I don't know what's gonna happen exactly when I do this. My memory's a little hazy.
I don't even know what that means.
All I'm saying is you don't want to come anywhere near the oil field, all right? This thing could get out of hand.
In the middle of highly flammable materials. Great.
I'll do my best to contain it.
Just please don't turn out to be some kind of crazy terrorist guy, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna go now. Wish me luck.
Wait a sec, I want to ask you about something first. What did you mean with that my memory's a little hazy thing?
I had a pretty rough time coming here. It was like being caught in a tsunami. I blacked out for a while. It's hard to explain. There's a barrier of sorts that I had to break through. I was lucky to make it here with my wits as intact as they are.
So you might have brain damage, you're about to do great things with a magic piece of paper, and you came here from another dimension?
No, I'm from New York. I was just visiting another dimension.
Oh, yeah, okay. My bad.
Oh, I came from New York. I just came from another dimension to here. A nail gun? Yeah. Try all the new guns first, see which one's the best. That's awesome. Nail gun. Remember to restock. Thank you, come again. I don't think there's a punch or anything either, so... Oh well. They have to get secret stuff later, I'll get secret stuff later. Okay, so the question marks just show manuscripts. Oh, so that's that one.
Mr. is a twisted copy of me, powerful and dangerous. But I know I can fight him. I don't think anybody else can. They don't understand what he is, what he represents, or that all the horrible things he does here are almost insignificant compared to what he will unleash on Earth given the chance. But I've survived the dark place, and it has taught me things. How to cope, how to stay sane when the world goes crazy. He's 2 steps ahead of me, but I can find him. And I believe I can stop him. The reality we take for granted is softer, more adaptable than we think. Under correct conditions, you can reshape it, turn it into almost anything you want. When it happens, almost nobody notices. It's not that we forget, it's that after the change, there's nothing to remember. Only those who have been directly touched by the powers that can shift reality are aware of the changes. Many are driven mad by it. Others can cope. I'm one of those people. And I know how to wield that power to rewrite reality.
So is he the one that can cope with it, or the one that's driven mad by it? He's a little bit of both.
To change reality, you nudge it into the right direction. Your version of it is there, waiting. It wants to come true. All you need to do is help it achieve its potential. The devil is in the details. You change the details of the scene to match those on the page. If you get the details right, if you achieve that critical mass, the shift will come, and the rest of your new reality overrides the existing paradigm. The lie, no matter how outrageous, is now the truth.
That's actually interesting. Like, my thought is that can be seen, like, just in life in general. It's like your potential is there. You just have to take the step and work towards it.
Some of the Taken aren't protected by the darkness like their comrades. Instead, their aversion to light is so extreme that they literally split into 2 when they encounter strong light. It leaves the 2 halves weaker, but of course, there's strength in numbers. It's a disturbing development, The dark presence I faced 2 years ago was powerful, but it didn't have much in the way of imagination. Clearly, the same cannot be said of Mr.
Mr. Who?
The strands of webbing glistened in the beam of my flashlight, fine, almost ethereal. They were fresh and right in my path. I held my breath and waited, ears straining. Nothing. I moved on, concentrating on the task at hand. Just get what I was looking for, then leave. That's all I keep telling myself. For a moment, I actually thought it might be as simple as that. Then, I heard too many legs skittering across the ground.
At first I thought he was talking about like spiders. So dodge attacks while tapping left bumper. He got nailed. Or nailed him. So 10 is the maximum. I want to keep the nail gun. It'd be funny if you could like just nail them to the wall. I don't think there's driving. I was gonna see if you can drive. No. Like, I wonder if everything's gonna kind of circle back around. Because I feel like with the secret manuscript, my thought is maybe I was just there a little too soon. Same with like the diner. Because something could be coming through the walls then to kill me. Let there be 4. Definitely like the nail gun.
Time to make some serious changes.
So they make, the wheel was in place, the oil was flowing, the battery was attached, the lights were blinking, the CD was playing in the boombox. So the wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. So let's tip the battery. Let's do the music. something get her? Oh, well, the lights are off. Uh-oh. That's not a good thing. He did climb the fence. He did it! Oh my goodness, he climbed the fence! Oh.
I'm here! Just keep your head down! I think I noticed.
Oh, that was my shadow. Dodging my shadow. Oh. I went to dodge. It didn't quite work. I'm here. Hear more of them.
Yeah, I think I noticed.
Take out the feet. They can't attack me if they have no toes. Maybe they can. They can't attack, their feet are nailed to the ground, right? That was more what I was going for. Nail your feet to the ground.
That's the last of them. We're good.
I killed him. Me, Mr. Wake.
What the hell was that?
The weirdo.
I got him. You're safe. I need you to tell me what you know about him. The guy who looks like me.
There was a party in one of the rooms. It was pretty wild. I'm not sure which room it was in.
You didn't attend.
No, I wasn't there. But it got way out of hand. Anyway, I heard that he went to the diner and there was a fight there or something. Maybe you could find out more from there. I got some keys that you could maybe use.
You just happen to have the keys, huh? Fine. I'll take a look. Stay here.
Like hell. I'm getting out of here as soon as you leave so I could close up this place and go home.
Emma, you really want to stay here in the light.
Yeah, thanks for the advice, but I'm not sticking around. Just go already, okay?
Are you okay?
I guess. Thanks for the help. Were those what'd you call them? The Taken? What are they?
It's complicated. Short version, the darkness can take people over. That's why I had to destroy the oil derrick. Otherwise, they would have overrun the place.
Wow, I didn't think you'd actually do it. I mean, I didn't think it'd work. That's crazy.
Let me just try one more time at the risk of sounding like a broken record. It's bad out there. I don't want you hurt. You should stay put.
Yeah, while you turn this place into an inferno, run around shooting things up and play some kind of weird games with your psycho evil twin. Don't get me wrong. You're nice for a weirdo. I'm impressed as hell by all of this, but enough is enough. I seriously just want to get out of here, okay?
Me too. Here Roxy is fallen into the nightmare.
A poltergeist. Its existence is one of rage and hostility, and its very presence turns ordinary objects into deadly projectiles.
Oh, shit!
Dodged. It's a reload of the battery is super quick on the flashlight. But again, this isn't real life. Okay, I guess I have to go through the front door. Who wants to use front doors? Nope. Anybody home? Anybody want to kill me?
The scene. Traces of violence. A callous midnight snack. A room key left carelessly behind.
Ooh.
The man recognizes the enemy's handiwork.
I think these are keys for the motel rooms. Satellite and now this? That place might be involved.
Not a tooth observatory. Alright, so now this is probably for the... at least the one room they've been trying to break into. Like, I kind of like that it does tell you where the manuscripts are. Like, I'm just in the habit of doing my own search.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things, most of which were entirely fallacious. Emma Sloan, an innocent victim of his dark half. More collateral damage in the ongoing war. Damned by forces beyond her control, as much as by her own actions.
Yeah, I like the nail gun. It's pretty good. Okay, so when he splits, that's pretty much the light taking him. Hello, room service. This is probably gonna be just the one that I was going to. It's gonna be the one with the.
Bam.
Oh. Maybe not.
Michael Farabee, dead, tortured, dressed in clothes that bore the name of a local observatory. A slim lead, but solid enough. It stirs something deep in his mind. He knows where to go now. The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the champion of light forges on to see the stars.